Hello there and welcome. This is Jerome Shaw, host of the Open Palm Podcast, motivator, meditator, coming at you as we take another look in an interesting book. It is called Autonomy, The Path of Freedom, Autonomy with Frederick, Oduor. So Frederick wrote this book with the lovely folks in the fasting group and the dry fasting group and different groups on WhatsApp. But he compiled this with a lot of knowledge, and some of the knowledge is things that we did not learn if we went to college. They probably were not teaching or even preaching these kinds of things that are now reaching for those who might suppose that there are different things that might bring. So let's, interestingly enough, take another look inside of this book. And before we do that, before we say this, if you also want to check out any more of these readings as we're proceeding, you can check out on the Pranic playlist, which is called Pranic Pages. So this chapter is called Urine Therapy. That's right. You're in therapy with urine therapy. Some people might even say Urine therapy, as we're exploring with the urine. It's often been called the elixir of life, the fountain of youth, your essence, right? Your golden elixir, the golden water that brings so much, that is always within. So let us begin. Urine therapy, also known as urotherapy or urine, is an alternative healing practice that involves using one's urine for medicinal purposes. The practice dates back to ancient times, and its use can be found in various cultures throughout history. While some people may find the idea of urine therapy unappealing or even disgusting, it can offer a range of health benefits. So let me say that last sentence one more time. While some people may find the idea of urine therapy unappealing or even disgusting, right? They're not trusting or ever adjusting to what they think is disgusting. It can offer a range of health benefits. Let's find out. What is urine therapy? Urine therapy involves drinking or applying one's urine to the skin or other areas of the body. Proponents of urine therapy believe that urine contains numerous healing properties, including vitamins, minerals, enzymes, that can heal and help to heal a range of health issues. So as we're applying our own waters onto our tissues, or we might be having a remedy for internal issues, understanding that you can apply these things orally, you can drink, you can put it through the ears, nasally through the nose, topically on the skin, rectally through enemas, and we'll get into it. In addition to being used as a therapeutic agent, urine is also used in some cultures for religious or spiritual purposes. For example, in Hinduism, urine is considered sacred and is used in various rituals and ceremonies. I've often heard them refer to the sacred waters as Shivambu. Shivambu, almost like the water of Shiva, Shiva and Shakti and Shiva, but Shivambu. So the golden elixir, the water of life, Shivambu. So many people will often say that they practice that. They won't say urine therapy, they'll say they practice Shivambu. While urine contains many compounds, it is important to note that not all of them are nutrients. Some of the nutrients that can be found in urine include urea. Urea is a product of protein metabolism and is excreted in urine. It can be used as a source of nitrogen for plants and is sometimes added to fertilizers. Now, I want to say this about urea, right? It's very interesting how you might see this on the label of certain health products, certain beauty products. I remember talking to an actress in the industry. She's an actress in the industry. I think she's in Canada, but she also knows people in Hollywood and knows people on TV, sitcoms, and different Hollywood movies and different, social circles. And she was telling me, because we were having a talk about urine therapy and Shivambu, she said that a lot of people don't realize this, but, it's kind of like a hush-hush thing in the industry. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it, but we all know. I was like, what do you mean we all know? She said, we all know that, when we apply it to the skin, that we look younger. For some reason, she said, we understand in the industry, it's kind of like a on the down low thing. It's a hush-hush thing. You don't really talk about it too loud. But we realize that there are properties within our own waters that are healing, that it's even better than a lot of our own beauty products. So she said that a lot of them use it. You would never know. Some of your favorite celebrities, actors, or actresses that are using their own waters. Now, it's in that direction of, like people might say vanity, right? But if they were to come out and say that they are applying their water for vanity's sake, humanity might think that they are in a state of insanity. If they said they apply their waters on their skin for vanity, right? To look more beautiful, from the head down to the cuticles. For vanity, humanity might look at them and think they'd gone to insanity. Creatinine. Creatinine is a waste product of muscle metabolism and is produced by the kidneys. Oh, thank God for the kidneys, right? They're doing so much. It is excreted in urine and can be used as a marker of kidney function. Ammonia is a byproduct of protein metabolism and is excreted in urine. It can also be produced by bacteria in the urinary tract and can be indicative of a urinary tract infection. Sodium is an electrolyte that is excreted in urine. It helps to regulate fluid balance and blood pressure. Potassium is an electrolyte that is excreted in urine. It is important for muscle and nerve function and helps to regulate fluid balance. Magnesium is a mineral that is excreted in urine, and it is important for bone health, muscle function, and energy production. Calcium is also excreted in urine and is a mineral that is important for bone health, muscle function, and nerve transmission. Phosphorus is another mineral which is important for bone health, energy production, and cell function. It is worth noting that the specific composition of urine can vary depending on factors such as diet, hydration status, and overall health. Now, this is a great thing to note as well, as when I started urine therapy or the practice of Shivambu back in February 2020, my urine was a lot different back then. It looked different. It smelled different. It tasted different. I can tell a clear difference, and I believe that it's because of my lifestyle. So, when I changed my diet, like those who know diet is like an acronym for do I eat that or did I eat that, right? When I changed my diet to less salty things, less sweet things, less tangy things, or less spicy things, my waters started to change. And it was never the same. It started to get clearer and clearer and clearer. And it felt less toxic. It was more and more palatable to be able to consume my own waters the less that I ingested. And also, the more liquid that I was going in towards via the juice, the coconut water, and the water in general, the more clear and the more potent my water became. So that was an interesting thing for me to find. While urine contains many compounds, some of the nutrients that can be found in urine include clinical laboratory practice, in which here marked that not only is urine a sterile body, so urine is sterile, right? Compound, purer than distilled water, but that it is now recognized that urine contains thousands of compounds, and as new, more sensitive analytical tools evolve, it is quite certain that new constituents of urine will be recognized. Among the urine constituents mentioned in Dr. Free's revealing treatise is a list of nutrients that will knock your socks off. As Dr. Free comments, the ingredients listed below are only a few critical nutrients found in urine. And I want to just mention, when they said that urine is sterile, it's interesting that during the time, back in 2020 of, the pandemic, and everybody was so concerned about hand sanitizer, I was so thankful that I found out about this knowledge, because I wasn't using any hand sanitizer. My hand sanitizer was my internal waters, from thine own cistern, water from thine own well. I was literally washing my hands every day with my water and loving it. I wasn't touching anything else. And I felt completely nourished, completely sufficient. The more and more that I got proficient with using what was produced by my body. It's made for you by you. It's amazing. The body is amazing. So here are some of the ingredients, just a few. Alanine, arginine, ascorbic, allantoin, amino acids, bicarbonate, biotin, calcium, creatinine, cysteine, dopamine, epinephrine, folic acid, glucose, glutamic acid, glycine, inositol, iodine, iron, lysine, magnesium, manganese, methionine, nitrogen, ornithine, pantothenic acid, phenylalanine, phosphorus, organic, potassium, proteins, where you get your protein, right? Where you get all that protein. Riboflavin, tryptophan, tyrosine, urea, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and zinc. Wow, what do you think? Even zinc. Wouldn't you think? As you read over this extraordinary list of nutritional elements, you can begin to understand why the stories you may have heard of people surviving on their own urine are true. So if you ever find yourself stranded on an island, what might you do? But what about other elements in urine that you've heard about? How is urine therapy done? Urine therapy can be done in various ways, including drinking urine, applying it to the skin, using it as a nasal spray. Some people may also use urine as an enema. And actually, that's the only enemas that I've ever done. I haven't done any coffee enemas or any other types of enemas. I've only done enemas with my own water. Or they may inject it directly into their veins. One of the most common ways to use urine therapy is to drink one's urine. That's pretty common. More common than you might think. Not as common as we know, but more than we don't know. Proponents of urine therapy believe that drinking urine can help to detoxify the body. boost the immune system, and promote overall health and well-being. However, drinking urine may not be safe for everyone. I would disagree, but that's okay. We'll read on. Urine can contain harmful bacteria and toxins, especially if a person has an infection or other underlying health condition. Additionally, some medications or supplements can also affect the composition of urine, making it potentially harmful to drink. Now, I would disagree just because I'm a practitioner of this and I've seen with my own eyes, my own evidence, how it has been so healing for my body and so revealing for my body. I literally started purging things straight away, immediately on the same day that I started looping my urine and just recycling whatever went out, came in, and I just kept doing it again and again. And it was like, there's no end. There's no end to the potentiality for growth when you just realize, the real lies with your real eyes. The lies that we've been told and we've been sold, that we don't have all that we need right within. To not know this knowledge, to me, is almost a sin. Like, why don't we realize this? But I think that more people actually do. And if you're watching this right now, it might even be you. So thank you. Applying urine to the skin. Urine can also be applied topically to the skin as a healing agent. Proponents of urine therapy believe that urine can help to treat a range of skin issues, including acne, psoriasis, and eczema. To apply urine to the skin, a person can simply use a cotton ball or other applicator to apply it to that affected area. They may also mix urine with other substances such as coconut oil or aloe vera gel to make a healing cream or ointment. So 2 things about applying it to the skin. So skin conditions like acne, eczema, different things on the skin. I definitely have seen people clear up a lot of things. Even some of my friends, one of my friends in India, she cleared up her whole face, a lot of things on her skin, a lot of issues that she had just with her own water, just applying it topically on her skin. After a while, things that had been with her for years just went away, almost like magic. Then I was actually dating a partner. I had a partner of mine in the past. We were both practicing together, and she was a manager at a day spa. Now, imagine this, a manager at a spa, a spa with all sorts of beauty products, different, toners, conditioners, and, she was using shampoos and she was using moisturizers and lotions and creams and all sorts of things. And she eventually gave it all up and exclusively only started using her water. It was amazing, She gave up all her beauty products, everything to do with her skin or her hair. She gave it all away and she just used what was there, She started storing her water in bottles and she started using it. She's even a model, So wouldn't you know that some models are storing their sacred water in bottles? It's interesting things. Using urine in a nasal spray. Some people may use urine therapy as a nasal spray to help treat sinus infections, allergies, or other respiratory issues. To make a nasal spray, a person can mix urine with saline solution and then use a nasal spray bottle to apply it to the nostrils. Some inhale and loop. And I've actually put this on our Patreon. Shout out to the Patreon members. And I actually did a demonstration of me doing this and drinking through the nose. I learned from Samuel Cohen. There's a PDF that I also put on Patreon. You can catch the link in the description here for all of that information. And I put up the PDF, and I also put up a video of me doing it myself just to show you what it looks like. And I still do it today. So it can clear out a lot in the spiritual sinuses, right? The spiritual sinus cavities. When you clear up the sinus ways, these passageways, there's a lot that that can start to come through, and it can influence and impact all that you do when you're able to breathe even clearer. Using urine for enemas. Urine can also be used as an enema to help treat constipation or other digestive issues. And it happens very quick. I'll say that that's one of the quickest ways to use your own water. To use urine as an enema, a person can simply fill an enema bag with their own urine and then insert it into the rectum. What can Urine therapy heal? I learned about Urine therapy when I visited a snake park, and the guide talked about using urine to cure very poisonous snake bite in case of emergency in the wilderness. You might have heard this before. If you get a bite or something like that, or if you fall, you get something, like to pee on it. People have had their parents and grandparents talk about that in different cultures, in different countries and continents, that pee has always been this remedy, but somewhere down the line, pee became the enemy when it actually has always been a remedy. It's very interesting. This made me know it was a powerful natural remedy. It can help to heal a range of health issues, almost everything. Skin conditions. Urine is believed to have antifungal and antibacterial properties. People have also said antiviral, so many antis. So many antis. Hey, auntie. Which can help to treat skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, and acne. Digestive disorders. Some proponents of urine therapy claim that it can improve digestion, absolutely, and help to treat conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and constipation. Yeah, it'll clear you out. Be ready. Have the bathroom near you, okay? Don't let nobody hear you, but keep that bathroom near you, okay? Respiratory problems. Urine therapy is believed to have a decongestant effect. It may help to treat conditions such as bronchitis and asthma. Yes, very clearing. Immune system disorders. Urine therapy is thought to stimulate the immune system and may be helpful in treating autoimmune disorders such as multiple sclerosis and rheumatoid arthritis. And there's so many books that have been written on urine therapy as well. One lady wrote in one of our international WhatsApp groups, "All the ridges on my nails and all my health issues disappeared within the first year of doing urine therapy 6 years ago. I healed IBS, diverticulitis, H. pylori, brain fog, mold exposure symptoms, anxiety, etc. And adding fruit and fasting to my regimen, my life just keeps getting more and more amazing." Wow. It's so amazing just to feel the energy raising, right? And just start embracing and facing the things that we might have thought were toxic, The things that we might have thought would hurt. We find in time they actually work. So it's almost backwards. It's like a paradox. When you see what you need, you already got. It's already resides inside. So it's just amazing to see, And it's one of the things that can allow us to be even more free as we proceed to realize that we already have all that we need. So see how this could be a remedy in your life. If you've never taken a first sip, I invite you to try. I invite you to see that you might even fly. You might not know where you may go if you allow more of this flow to grow. Understanding that the nutrients that is stored when we release it, but we can put it back in the body to increase it, right? And there's so many books on this topic. There's, Martha Christie, Your Own Perfect Medicine. There is Armstrong's, he had another book, The Water of Life. I believe that's the book. And so Your Own Perfect Medicine, The Water of Life, there's people like Harry Matadine talking about it. There's people like, so many different people that are really voicing and coming out, that are talking about their experience. The lady that actually inspired me to start this journey on Urine therapy was a lady named Monica Schuett. And she doesn't really know that she was the first one, but she inspired me to do it. So shout out to Monica Schuett, because I saw an interview with her years ago, back in 2020. And when I saw her, she just had such love, such energy, such enthusiasm, and it was oozing off of her, just this love energy for everything, for all of life. And she said she had already been drinking her own waters, looping her own waters for decades. And she looked so young, but she was past her 40s. Like I don't know how old she is right now, or I should say how young she is, because you would never know it, if she never told you, because she doesn't show it, She has so much vibrancy and so much vitality, and you can realize this within yourself. So start to see where the things that we have might lead to even better forms of health. Thank you for listening and glistening, my friend, as we are going through the stages with these wisdom of the ages. This has been Jerome Shaw once again, and these are the Pranic Pages.